What's going on, folks? It's your boy Zay, and you guys are here with Chopping It Up with Zay. Now, I swear I've done this about 10 times, this story about 10 times, and I can't get it right. My girl is like, you left this part out, you left this part out. Remember when this happened? I'm going to shoot it the best to you the way I can. You guys got to bear with me. This is the time when I got my 2002 yellow Monte Carlo stolen. This is a crazy fucking story. Yellow Monte Carlo, 2 black stripes going down the middle, sitting on 22-inch black rims, low profiles, tinted windows, beat, Flowmaster, decked out. I'm stunting. 20 years old, got my own spot. I'm like the only one with my own spot. We're at my house drinking on a Friday night, kicking it, and so we're drinking. It's getting late. Now, my homeboy, one of my partners, somebody that I fuck with tough, one of his partners fuck with tough. He takes off with his girl, but his little brother is at my house. He doesn't have a place to stay, and he's all fucked up. Little dude, he's the youngest out of all of us. Little turned up little kid. So I take a liking out of him because I admire how turned up he is for how young he is. Dude's 16, 17. I'm 20 at the time. We're all drinking. He's fucked up, so he stays the night at my house. We're sleeping. My girl's sleeping. I wake up. I send him a text message. I go, hey, bro, I'm about to leave. I'm going to go grab some Xanax bars. I'm going to go pick up some bars. It's like 1 in the morning. So I can't sleep because we were doing a bunch of fucking coke that night. I take off. I text him that. I see him sleeping on the couch. Or he acts like he's sleeping. I don't know. He was on the couch. But I take off. I come back. I throw my keys on the kitchen counter. At least that's where I thought I threw them. I finally crash out. I go to sleep. My girl gets a phone call like 3 or 4 in the morning. My mom calls my girl like, hey, did Isaiah get in a car wreck? And she's like, no, he's right here. She's like, well, they're saying that his car is wrecked and it's stolen. So I pick up the phone. I go, what's going on? My mom tells me, hey, your car is stolen, and the cops are calling me, telling me your car is stolen and it's wrecked. And I don't believe her. I really don't believe her at the time. So first, I immediately get out the bed and I run to the window. I look outside the window, car gone. I wake dude up. Bro, my car's stolen. He wakes up. He looks out the window. What the fuck? He's looking real nervous. I go, you didn't hear anything, nothing? He's like, nah. I finally have that talk with him. I go, bro, so you have nothing to do with it? You didn't steal my car? He goes, no, I swear I didn't steal your car. He tells me and my girl this. I didn't steal your car. This story is fucking crazy. I'm trying to get into the most detail as possible, so bear with me, all right? He's like, nah, I didn't. I swear on this, on my niece. He's like all his dead family members that died, he's putting that on them, right? Now, I know this dude pretty good. I know him. I think he's been at my house before. We're not like super, super tight, but I fuck with him. I'm stressed out. I gotta lay down. I have to like meditate and really get some quiet time and think about what am I gonna do and just soak in everything. Really, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just need to soak in everything. So I go back down. I lay down. I wait till the sun comes up to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do. So I ask him again. He's like, I swear, bro. He's like, fuck that. We'll find you a car, bro. We'll go to Fresno and we'll fucking find a car. I know a lick that we can hit. And I believe him because this dude is known for like hitting big good licks. Like he's one of them cats that would hit big licks, big prize licks. So I almost want to go to Fresno, right? My mom calls me about 8:30 in the morning. She goes, hey, the cops are going to come to your door. They're going to tell you exactly what had happened. And they're going to bring what they found in the car. The car got crashed on Hanford 198, right behind where I was living at the time. The cops come to my door. They go, hey, Mr. Rabone, we found your car wrecked. Someone obviously took your car last night. We found a cell phone. We went through the cell phone. We found some text messages that were thinking that may be your number. What's your number, sir? I give them my number. It adds up. Now I know that the guy that was staying at my house stole my car. I'm in shock. My girl's in shock. Forgot to mention, this is what I didn't want to do, but we got to keep going. We got to go at it, guys. Bear with me. He keeps in and out of my apartment because he's going next door to check on somebody that lives in my apartment complex that he took with him. I don't know this at the time when he was going in and out, but he's seeing if he's snitching, if he's okay. They got in a wreck, and his airbag didn't go off, so he got fucked up real bad. He didn't. The airbag went off. He was the one driving, but his buddy got fucked up real bad. They have a warrant out for his arrest. They see him in the apartment complex. They were already looking for this dude. They get him. They shackle him up. They find his partner. His partner's on crunches. He's all scratched up and beat up. Me and my girl are on the stairs just watching this whole shit play out like a movie. I'm real disappointed. I'm real sad. Because I know my parents are not going to buy me another car. I don't have money for another car. My girl don't got money for another car. I'm not rich. You know, I come from a middle-class family. So I was fortunate enough for my parents to save up and give me a car when I got my diploma. But they're not swimming in money. They're not balling like that to where they can just go, oh, son, you crashed your car. All right, it's all good. We're going to get you another one. It's not that type of party. So I'm real bummed out. I'm pissed. I'm hurt. And I'm 20 years old. I'm young. I got all these emotions going on, you know. I'm pissed because part of me didn't believe him the whole time, but I'm pissed how he lied to me straight in my face, up and down several times, saying, nah, bro, I put this on my niece. I put this on this person. You know, he even had my girl fooled, and she has a sober mind at this point. And she's 2 years older than me. She's 22, pregnant with my first son. So the dude, I gotta give it to him. He's an extremely good liar. Dude was a good liar. I gotta give him that. He was a good liar. He was very nervous the whole time, but I'm thinking that's the drugs. But now that I look back at it, he was pretty guilty. So even when he gets in the charge in the back of the cop car, he's going like this, no. It's pissing me off because he's still lying. I know for sure you took the car, your cell phone was in there. I'm just like, damn, I'm in shock, man. I'm hurt, I'm in shock. They take off. I don't hear from that guy for a whole, I think it was 8 to 12 months. He gets out of the county jail. He writes me a letter. It goes something like this. It goes, hey, bro, I've been hearing a lot of different stories, and I want to tell you the real story of what happened exactly on that night. And I'm telling you with a sober mind. I'm about to get a job soon. I'll start paying you every time I get my check. Bro, I want to make it right with you. I know you're having your first son. Because I had no intentions on stealing your car. He said something like, I had no intentions on stealing your car. I wanted to take your car to go to a party or to get some weed. I can't remember which one. But he wanted to take my car and bring it back. Well, my car, at the time, when you go over 45 miles an hour, the steering wheel starts shaking. The steering wheel is real light, spins real easy, and it starts shaking. The reason why, because at that time, I used to work at a chicken factory. And I got low profile sitting on 22s. And when I entered work, there was this big, gap. You know, that was messed up concrete, all that messed up concrete that has holes in it. There was a pothole. I hit that pothole going 15 miles an hour and cracked my rim. Screwed off my whole day at work. I didn't even go in. I called my dad, it was on my mind. I went in and then, they sanitize you. You got to put all these gloves on. I worked for 2 hours. It was on my mind. I walked out of there, got in my car. I looked at my rim. I called my dad. I said, Dad, I cracked my work, entering work. You got to drop off the tools. My work is 45 minutes away from where my dad stays at. My dad's pissed because me and my dad, I'm a 20-year-old kid doing what I want, not living at home, sleeping with, a girl at the time, which is still my baby mama to this day. And me and my pops were just not getting along. My dad swings by over there, throws me the tools all pissed. Man, you're gonna do it yourself. Do. You know, my dad's older. My dad's like 55 at the time. So he ain't got the energy. He ain't got the time. He don't want to do that shit. He wants to be left alone with this. So he drops off the tools and he spins off. My dad, we never had a good relationship. I don't know how to take off a tire and shit. I'm not, this is before like the YouTube era. This is like right before like you could start Googling things. I didn't even think to YouTube it. I don't even know if my phone had, I think I had a phone that might have had internet. I think I might have had internet. Well, this was like back in 2012, I want to say. I might do the math. I know I was 20 for sure. It's 2021. I was 20 years old. So this was what, 10, 20, 28. This was 8 years ago. This was 8 years ago. So he drops off the tools. I jack the car up. I loosen the tire, pull it off, put the donut on there, tighten the tire, release the jack. I hop in the car. I'm pissed because my dad got at me all crazy. I'm having a little sensitive trip. Why can't my dad ever love me? I'm thinking like that. Why can't my dad just be a cool dad like how some other guys have it out here? Why is he such a dick all the time? I fucking hate my dad. That's how I'm thinking. So I'm smashing home doing 95 miles an hour. I remember looking at the little speed thermometer, and I remember hearing something go, woo, 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 woo. Then I hear, pop! My left front tire pops, shoots up in the air, goes down like a mile on the opposite of the side of the road. Luckily, this factory's out in the country and there's like no traffic coming. And my car goes, sparks start shooting all on the side in front of my window. I immediately yank it to the right and I get on the side of the road. I pull over to the side of the road. There's like a Valero gas station next to me. I go out, the guy sees what happens. I get out the car. He's like, are you okay? Are you okay? He runs down there. He runs hella far to get my tire. He rolls it back. Dude like really helped me out. It was like the fucking, it was like the janitor at the Valero dude really helped me out, right? I called my dad. My dad got to turn around and come back because now I don't got a car. My tire just popped off. So he calls AAA, whatever. They get the car towed. And I'm pissed because I'm like, yo, if you would have just stayed there and helped and walked me through the steps, we wouldn't have this problem. So I'm pissed. You guys are actually getting two stories in one. So that's that story. So that's why after my car goes 45 miles an hour, it starts to spin. So in that letter, it makes sense because he probably took the back way, and then on the way back to my apartment, he got on the freeway, the 198. He lost control. Once you go over 45 miles an hour and you make any sudden turns, the steering wheel is going to lose turn. The steering wheel is super late. It's like a delay. You can turn like this, and then the steering, the axles are all messed up down there, and it's like a whole 2 seconds late. So you can turn the wheel super sharp, and the axle won't catch up to like 2 seconds later. It's a whole delay. Only I know this about my car. If I had a regular car, a car that drove regular, he probably would have got back at my house that night. My car never would have got wrecked. I probably wouldn't even know that he went out that night. Or he might have told me in the morning, like, hey, bro, I got to tell you something. Like, when you were sleeping, I took your car. But my car was messed up, and that's why he wrecked. So it made sense. The letter was real sincere. Some time goes by. He comes by my house. He starts paying me some money. He pays me $400. I take it. All right, I don't hear from him for like a month and a half, and he tells me he lost his job and that he can no longer pay me. But if I take him to the mall and we go to Zoomies and Tilly's, that he will be able to steal merchandise, clothes, different accessories, and he'll be able to give them to me. So I'm like, yeah, I'm with that. I'm 20 at the time. All I'm doing is buying clothes with my money anyways. So some time goes by. We link up. I take him. The first time he gets me hella shit. I'm talking about all kind of snapbacks, all kind of dope ass hoodie sweaters, pants, shirts. He gets me hella shit, like $500 worth of shit. So I'm like, cool, this works out. You know what I mean? Like this, as long as you keep getting me merchandise like this, it's cool. Like, cause that's all I spend my money on is clothes, anyways. I like to get fresh. That's my thing. So every 2 weeks or every week or every 2 weeks, I can't remember, we'll go to the mall and we'll steal a bunch of shit. He's always like high when he has to do this shit. He's all coked up and drinking because hitting big licks like that, you don't want to be sober for that shit. When you're stuffing your pants and going in and out the store, going back to my car, taking out shit in his pants, going back in. So we did this a good 3-4 times, 4 or 5 times actually. So the money's racking up. Like he's starting to make up for what he owes me. My car was fucked up at the time. Even though my dumb ass, that was my first nice car. I'm driving it crazy, you know, not treating that car real nice. And you know, with the tire popped out like that on leaving the chicken factory, the axles were all messed up. That car was probably worth $2,000, maybe even $1,500 with those axles all fucked up. Yeah, it had beat. Yeah, it had 3 22-inch rims. Yeah, it had tinted windows that I've gotten hella tickets for. But you know what? He's trying. He's making up for it for stealing me all this shit. But it's starting to become a problem because he lost his job. He got kicked out. That's why he's stealing me shit in the first place, because he can no longer pay me cash. And he doesn't have a place to stay and shit. He's like living with his mom. He lost his job. He's back on drugs. So he wants to start only giving me like a quarter of what he steals. He doesn't want to even give me half because he has to pay his phone bill. He has to help his mom with rent, all this weird shit, right? That's not my fucking problem. Like, you owe me. You stole my car. I'm looking at this like a business transaction. You're getting me what you owe me. He's looking at it like he's being a good person and he still wants to be my boy. And he still wants to fuck with me, so he's gonna try to, you know, make the situation right. But I don't care about that. I just want to where I feel like, hey, you don't owe me anymore. The last time we do it, it's like the 4th time we go out there, we're arguing and shit because he wants to keep half. He's coming back, stealing shit. He's on the way back to town. He still has shit in his pants. He's not trying to show me what he has, you know, hiding, keeping shit in his pants, all this weird shit that I'm not with. So we're fighting and arguing, and he's high. And if you're ever around drunk people on coke when you're not, it's annoying. You know, I think there are a few times I went out there and I had a blast with them, you know, getting coked up and drinking with them. But, you know, my girl is not the type that likes that shit. So I had to sacrifice doing that shit for my girl because she didn't like me coming back all like that. So the last few times I'm like, bro, I'm not fucking around. Just, we'll go out there. You do what you do. I'm going to just drive. I'll be the sober driver. And he's hella annoying, right? So it's like the 4th time. He's not trying to give me the clothes. It's winter time. It's 5:45. We're getting back into town. It's already dark. He's saying that, hey, bro, are you going to let me stay the night at your house? And I go, nah, fuck that. I'm thinking in my head, like, you're not staying the night at my house. Last time you stayed the night at my house, you stole my fucking car. Fuck no, you're not staying the night at my house. That's what I'm thinking. He's like, bro, I don't got a place to stay. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're not staying at my house. Like, I'll drop you off somewhere, bro. I know it's raining outside. I'll be kind enough to drop you off somewhere. He's like, nah, fuck that. I'm staying at your house. I got family members that are killers. I got family members that are this, that, bulldogs, this and that, right? I think he said bulldog. I don't know. He's just saying he got his family members that are in these gangs. He has family members that are killers and shit. And he probably really does. So I call one of my boys that got a big name in the streets out here, and I go, hey, bro, I go swing by. I need you to, I'm about to take off on this dude, and I want you to be here so you can see it with your own eyes. Because if I just take off on him right now, he's going to try to say I and other people jumped him, and he's going to try to get me shot at for jumping him. So I like swing by. He happens to be right down the street. He gets to my house less than 5 minutes. I'm outside in the parking lot with my trunk popped open arguing with this dude, right? He pulls up. I'm out the car. I'm letting him know. I go, look, this is how it's going to go, bro. I'm going to take off on this dude right now. You just watch over and make sure everything, you know, is straight. I walk up to my passenger door, open the passenger door. I said, hey, look, bro. I said, I'm going to Tell you one more time to get the fuck out of my car. He's looking at me like this. Like shrugging his shoulders, like, or else what? Or else what? I immediately grabbed him by his jacket, yank him out the car, start bombing on him. He's on the floor because I yanked him out and dragged him out. So he's already on his back. He's like this. I'm smashing him. He's like, stop, stop. He's screaming. Everybody's coming outside the apartments looking and shit. I let him up. He hops up. He does some weirdo shit. He jumps up. He runs around the car. He hops on his cell phone. He calls for a ride. Some girl gets there hella quick. Like, I don't know if she stayed in the area or what, but she gets in my pad hella quick. Picks him up. He gets in the backseat of a Charger. I don't know. He gets in the backseat of a Charger. I don't know why he didn't get in the passenger seat. There was nobody in the passenger seat. This dude was all like spun out. He gets in the back of the... And the reason why I know, because I remember him closing the door and he was like, you hit like a bitch. And he told her to skirt off. And, you know, his face is all leaking and shit. You know, he's trying to sound tough in front of that girl, right? He skirts off. You know, that's the last time I heard from dude, you know. That's a crazy story for you guys. I've heard that he got like 7 years in prison, man. I probably still left some detail out of that story, but that's the best I can, you know, spit it. I wanted my girl to actually get on here and chop it up with me because she remembers so much. She's like, you left out this part. Remember when, you know, he went downstairs and he was talking to that person? And, you know, so I might have left out some details, but, you know, I said it the best that I could spit it to you guys. You know, I don't wish nothing bad on that dude. I hope he gets out. He matures. He gets out. He has him a family, has him some kids, and he enjoys life. I don't want to be his homie. I don't want to fuck with him, but I don't wish nothing bad on that dude, man. You know, that's a crazy story that I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video and subscribe. If you made it this far, you obviously like the content, so hit that like button for me, guys, and subscribe to my channel. I'm out. Y'all be cool. Peace.